Literally no one asked me to vlog, so I decided to do it all my own. You see me live my life every day, girl, so get ready to be bored, you're watching April. I know that doesn't rhyme, but literally nothing rhymes with April. Hello everybody, guess what came today? My bathing suits. So I ordered bathing suits from ASOS, and from Amazon. The Amazon ones have not come yet, but for some reason the ASOS ones, sorry, I don't know how to say it, but I feel like I'm saying it wrong every way I say it. They have come. I've never ordered anything from this company before. I feel like none of them are gonna fit me because I didn't know what sizes to get. Oh, let's check these out. I've been going in the pool every day though, so I thought let's get a bunch of new bathing suits, and they were cheap, like really, really cheap. Oh, that looks too small. Oh no. Okay, wait, okay. You put it behind your head? Where'd it go? You're silly, Flynn. So, there are new air conditioning guys here today. Y'all, this is getting crazy, because, okay, so if you've been keeping up with my air conditioning debacle, the first people came, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna come back tomorrow, fill it with refrigerant, you'll be good to go. Came back the next day, said they fixed it, and they didn't, it was broken. We kept calling them being like, it's broken. They're like, no, we fixed it, just give it an hour. They didn't fix it. Eventually, when we called them, they were like, oh yeah, actually it's all broken, it will be $7,000 to fix. Well, obviously that seemed insane, so we called another company. They come, they fixed the bottom floor. So the bottom floor of my house has air conditioning, and the top floor was still a trillion degrees. They're like, we can't fix the top floor yet, you're missing some parts, we have to come back Monday. So now it's Monday, and Corey's been calling, no answer, no reply, they won't get back to us. So we had another guys come today, and they come and they're like, all your filters are black, they all need to be changed, and we need to get another part, and it's gonna be $350, and once we buy that part, then we'll be able to tell what's wrong. Yeah? Hi, baby. They said, so we have to buy a part, and once we buy a part, then they'll be able to know what's wrong, but they don't know what's wrong until we spend $350? That doesn't seem right to me. Anyway, and then they said, why was your unit for upstairs turned off? And we were like, what? And they're like, who turned off someone turned everything off. So the first company, I think, was a major scam and had messed everything up. And I'm gonna do a big rant, I think, later in life, like on my main channel once this is all said and done, because now we've gone through 3 different companies to fix our air conditioning. They've all said completely different things, and our air conditioning still doesn't work on the top floor. Although it kind of feels like there's a mustery queef of air coming out.
The lightest of breeze.
Like the lightest little tightest little is coming through. Yeah, I've also heard to just go like, that's what it feels like. But just once though, it's like not cold, but it's like, but we also could just be going insane, I don't know. But I need to be doing my musical Mondays live stream, but number 1, I keep having diarrhea, and number 2, the air conditioning guys are still here, and there's like 4 guys running around the house, and we're trying to like keep Flint entertained in my office because we don't want him being around other people because we're trying to be social distancing. All the workers are wearing masks and gloves and all that, but we're still just trying to consolidate and social distance. So me, Corey, and Flynn are in here while Eric is dealing with air conditioning out there. What a weird time to be living in. Huh, Flynn? My live stream starts in 10 minutes, but this is what my hair looks like. I don't know why I care, because obviously I vlog every day with my hair looking like a mess, but I found this tool that I have. I've done a video before with like a brush that straightens your hair, but I have like a little one. I've never used it. And I don't know if it can work on wet hair. My hair is very wet. I think that's what it's for. I think this dries and straightens your hair, but right now it's just sizzling and not really doing anything. We just did a live stream, it was really fun, but I will be shocked if my son is still asleep. We always do the live stream during his nap, but we were like belting and screaming and being really annoying, so we'll see if he's awake. I have a lot of weird hair gadgets. So this thing apparently brushes and curls your hair at the same time. I am a firm believer that these shortcut hair tools that they make for women don't work. They're just a way to like trick women who don't know how to use things like curling irons and straighteners into buying a gadget that won't work. I never feel like these things work, but maybe this one will. It doesn't make any sense like you're supposed to curl like that. It just like barely curled the end, but not even. See, like, this does not work. I don't understand. Like that? It doesn't work! Ugh. Is that what it's supposed to do? Is it supposed to just curl the end of your hair? Is that what this thing does? Trash. Just use a curling iron, okay? Don't use these trash machines. I will teach you how to use a curling iron. This is a crap curling iron. It's probably $10. I will teach you how to use it, okay? Okay, this is an easy tutorial on how to use a curling iron because I know a lot of people don't know how to use them. You have to make sure, if you start at the bottom of your hair, first of all, pieces of hair are going to drop. See, pieces of hair are dropping here and you're not gonna get it all. And then the top part is not gonna get curled, only the bottom part is. See how the top part by my head is not curled, but this part's like a ringlet? No bueno. So you always wanna start at the root, okay? So you open her up and you clamp it down, and you wanna make sure that you clamp it in the direction that the curl is going. You see what I'm saying? So like, since my curl is gonna go away from my face, that's the direction. Like if I clamped it this way, that's not what I want. I don't know how to explain that actually, I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense. So clamp it and you twist it away from your face and you hold it for a couple seconds and you kind of let go a little bit of it. That does not make sense. So you see with this finger, I'm like pinching this and like kind of letting go of hair and then recurling it up. See the end of the hair is still in there. And then let go. And now the curl goes all the way. Now obviously I don't want curls like this. So you can kind of stretch them out or straighten the end. Usually what I do is I don't go all the way down to the end because I don't like super ringlety. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I usually do my hair now that it's short. So it's like got a natural, like gross, just frizzy crimp to it. What I do if I want a quick hair look is I take out and I put like maybe a little more than half of it up. Always work in sections. And then you take a curling iron. I usually don't take one this small, and I take big, kind of big chunks, and I curl it how I just taught you, where I start at the root, but I don't really get to the ends. I kind of want the ends to look straight because I don't want it to look ringly, but I do this fast. I go like 1, 2, 3, let go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you kind of just let her go, straighten her out, right? And I just take big chunks, and I do that. Start at the root. 1, 2, 3, mother trucker, loosen it up. 1, 2, 3, mother trucker, loosen it up, tighten it. So I loosen it, like let it go a little further, and then I roll it back to the root. Does that make sense? Let go, straighten her out so it's not like super ringly. Sometimes I do different directions, so they're not all like away from my face. Sometimes I go back and forth. The bottom section and I kind of just run my fingers through it so it's not all like clumpy. Now here's something that I think a lot of girls mess up. First of all, a lot of girls start at the bottom and go up, but you have to go the direction that the curl is. So like I've seen girls put it here so that the curl, you see the curls kind of started for you in the curling iron. I've seen girls do this and then go backwards. See what I'm doing right now? That is not the right direction. You want to go the same direction that the curl is making your hair do. Does that make sense? I probably just burned the snot out of that part of my hair to show you that, but it's a big pet peeve of mine. So you want to make sure you're always curling it in the same direction that the curling iron is telling you to go. Also, this is another pet peeve of mine. This is not going to work on all girls. Every girl has very different hair. My hair is frizzy, curly, and holds curl very well. So if you have really silky hair, this probably won't work very well on you. You're gonna have to sit and hold it here for a lot longer, use hairspray, and it will probably fall. Like it won't stay in your hair the whole day. If I do this to my hair, it will stay until I wash my hair, because that's just the kind of hair I have. So if you get frustrated when you watch tutorials online, don't think it's because you're doing it wrong. It's probably because you have a different kind of hair than the girl who's teaching you how to do the hair. This will work on any type of hair, you might have to change the technique. If you have really silky hair, you're gonna have to use smaller sections. You're gonna have to do it for longer, and you're gonna have to use like hairspray. If you have really, really curly hair, you're gonna wanna like straighten it a little bit first because then it will be really frizzy if you do this. It'll just look really ringlety and really frizzy. So everyone's hair is different. If you just have like kind of wavy, kind of frizzy hair, it'll look like mine because that's kind of hair I have. But it drives me nuts when girls online are doing tutorials and they're like, this is how to get this look. It's like, no, that's how to get that look if they have the exact same hair as you. There, now just kind of a frizzy, messy curl. It looks horrible. Don't do this to your hair unless you want to look bad. We made a tunnel. Oh, Colleen. Hi, baby. You have to crawl through it, buddy. Kind of. He thinks it's funny if he stands up. You're a goose. What are you doing? You're so silly. Barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes, cheesy broccoli, rice, carrots, and croissants. Whoa, the weirdest thing just happened to me, and I'm curious if any doctors watching want to help me out. I think maybe like a rib popped out of place or something, but now it's fine. I don't know. So I was laying down, we were watching TV, and all of a sudden, like right up here, I felt like a sharp stabbing pain. Like it was like made me go like that. Like an exercise demon or something. And Eric was like, whoa, are you okay? And I was like, I think so. And the pain went away. So it didn't stay, but it kept coming back, like stabbing pains, but then I wouldn't be in pain. I'd be fine. And then it'd be stabbing pain. And it started up here and it would kind of shoot all the way down like here. And then the pain over the course of the last 15 minutes, slowly, like the stabbing pain would come back and it kind of went around my boob and like ended up being like kind of right underneath my boob. And it hurt the worst, like stabbing, be triggered by deep breaths. So like if I took a deep breath, it was like take my breath away pain, really painful. But now I feel fine. It was so weird. It was like 15 minutes of like stabbing, excruciating, what is going on? This is so painful pain, but only when I took really deep breaths. What is that? I think like a rib or something popped out of place and was like poking my lung or something. It's the only explanation I can make up in my brain, and I'm a doctor, so. But anyway, does anyone know what that could be? I don't know, because we looked it up and there's some stuff saying with heartburn. I've had heartburn, girl. I was pregnant for a long time, and heartburn is in this area. It's not up here in this area and then down the center of my boob and then underneath my boob. That is not where heartburn is. Anyway, I'm gonna make cookies. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to stop eating sweets late at night. I keep like breathing deep to see if like it'll come back. I think I'm fine. That was so weird. That was so weird. What was that? Okay, it's 1 in the morning. I really should film videos. This is like the time I can film videos because everyone's asleep. There's no distractions except for my little baby monitor, my little baby. But I want to say something before I go, and that something is this. I want to say it's okay to be sad. Feel like I am sad. I am sad right now, and I've been sad many times throughout this quarantine. And I want to start off by just saying I am incredibly grateful for my health, for my job, for my family, for my life. I'm so grateful for all the people working so hard to keep us safe, the people in the hospitals, the people in the grocery stores, the people who are essential workers who have to be working right now. I'm so grateful for all of them. And yeah, I don't take any of that for granted. I don't take my health for granted at all. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. And you can be grateful for your health, and you can be grateful that you're able to stay home and do your part to keep everyone healthy. And you can also be sad. This isn't me, I'm getting to my point. This isn't me being like, oh my God, my life is so hard, because it's not. I am healthy and I am so grateful for that. And my family is healthy and I'm so grateful for that. And I have a job and I'm so grateful for that. And none of that negates the fact that I get sad. This is a difficult time. And the reason I'm saying this is because I think there's a lot of people who are sad, I've seen, and are told they can't be sad. because we have things like our health and our home or our job or whatever the things that you have are that are great. That wasn't an English sentence. But you know what I'm saying? I've seen people be upset they're missing their high school graduations or their high school proms, or they're missing their own wedding or someone else's wedding, or a funeral. There are things that we're all missing because of this quarantine. And I feel like we're all told we're not allowed to complain about those things, because we need to be grateful for what we have, and it's a small price to pay for the greater good, which is totally true. These are small prices to pay to keep everyone healthy and to keep people from dying and to keep people from spreading this disease. I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying, oh, this is not fair, we should be able to go do all the things we want to do. Like, the point of what I'm saying is that, like, if you're sad, I'll talk about myself. I am missing my family a lot. I miss my family. I miss normalcy. I miss what life was before this. And that doesn't mean that I'm not grateful for the things that I have, and it doesn't mean that I want the quarantine to end. I don't. I want the quarantine to stay as long as it needs to keep everyone healthy and safe. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I want that. I want everyone to be safe, and I want everyone to be as healthy as possible, and I'm so grateful for the things that I have. But I'm sad, and I feel like we should be allowed to be sad. Not just about the sad things going on in the world. The saddest things that are going on in the world are the deaths and the sicknesses and the illness and people losing their jobs and losing everything. That's the saddest stuff. But it's okay to be sad about the little stuff too. I think that's all I'm trying to say is it's okay if you're sad you missed your prom. It's okay if you're sad you missed a party you really wanted to go to. It's okay if you're sad you had to spend your birthday alone in quarantine. You're allowed to be sad about those things. And I feel like we're not allowed to say we're sad about things like that. This is from what I've noticed online. It seems like you're not allowed to say you're sad about stuff, because then it seems like you're saying you're ungrateful for other things, if that makes sense. And maybe I'll get hate for this. Maybe people are gonna be like, shut up, don't complain, like, you have it so good. I agree with you. Like, I 100% agree with you. But it is, like, I think every day I've been telling myself, like, I'm so lucky, I'm so lucky. You shouldn't feel sad. You shouldn't feel these sad feelings. You're so lucky. Like, look what you have. You have this house, and you have this job, and you have your best friend, and you have your husband, and you have your baby, and you have all these wonderful things. Like, you know, no one in this house is sick, and everything's, you know, okay. You shouldn't be sad. Don't be sad. And I just keep kind of, like, pushing it down and down and down. But I'm getting to the point where I'm like, no, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to miss my family, and it's okay to miss hugging people. It's okay to miss just little things like going to a restaurant. I feel really sad tonight. I think it's important to stay positive and look at the bright side of things. I think it's really important, and I do try to do that, and I'll continue to do that and try to stay positive and look at the bright side. But like, I also think it's important to feel your feelings, and my feelings right now are sadness and the biggest. I just miss hugging my parents, and I miss Flynn being able to be around other kids and being able to take him to a park or the beach. You know, I just miss stuff. I miss things. I'm gonna say it again. This is not me complaining at all about the situation we're in. I'm not complaining about the situation we're in. Like, I think what we're doing is right by staying quarantined and social distancing and not leaving our house unless we absolutely have to. I'm doing that because I love my family. I'm not seeing my family. I'm not hugging my family because I love them, and I want to keep them safe, and I want to keep everyone in this world safe. So I'm not complaining, and I'm so grateful for everything that I have, but I'm still sad. I just wanted to say that. It's just getting harder and harder to like keep those feelings down. And it's almost like we're all dealing with everything in life and how crazy this new life is, but also we have to kind of mourn the loss of like what our life was before. I just needed to cry. I could feel it like all day, like bubbling in me, and I was like, I need to cry, and I could just feel it. And everyone went to bed, and I was just downstairs on the couch alone, and I just like felt myself tearing up, and I just thought, wow, I'm really sad. I'm really, really, really sad. So sometimes life is sad, and that's okay. I love you guys, and everything will be okay, and we're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And one day again, we can all hug and go do things that we wanna do, and that'll be great. But for now, we just gotta stay home and keep each other safe and show each other love and respect just by staying home and being as safe as we possibly can, and make some sacrifices along the way. And those sacrifices might kind of suck, but it's all for a greater good. And just for the time being, it just sucks. But I love you, And sorry to end this on a sad note. I didn't mean to, but I'm just sad today. But I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be as sad. And I've got it out of my system, so I'll be good for a couple days. Bye.